Bro, what? Kevin, you found this article from Fandom Pulse by John F. Trent talking about how Idris Elba wants to ban knives, specifically kitchen knives, in the UK, and it is the most. Besides the fact that they ban guns in that country, this is probably the second dumbest thing I've heard anyone, especially a celebrity, say out of that country.
Yeah, no, this is it's so like comical to me that they want to do something like this, where like no matter what you do, if someone wants to like hurt someone else, they're going to find a way to hurt someone else. Like at the end of the day, like you could just like beat someone with your fist. What are they going to do? Ban fisting now? Like
You said fisting, but like evil will always find ways to do evil. I believe, yes, like we're from the United States, clearly. But I think we have a higher death by fist and feet, actually, is higher than gun violence as a whole in terms of death.
yeah, it's like, you know, the FBI statistics are there. Like gun deaths, sure, we have like, you know, a couple thousand like per year, but like not like knives and like blunt force objects like bats and hammers and stuff like that. Like we also have a high like violence rate. Like that's what we're literally at the end of the day. It's what it is what it is. But just banning these objects, like what are they gonna do? Make like bats and hammers soft?
Well,
Like,
they want you to have Fisher Price tools, pretty much. And let's be real. Let's not the elephant in the room here. When they banned guns, death by knife or sharp object went up like 500%.
Now stand back, I gotta practice my stabbing.
So like they always find ways. Like you always see these stories of gang members with machetes and kitchen knives, stuff like that. Like it's just what happens. Like you said before, we're flawed creatures. Where I don't know, we have that innate right to defend ourselves and want to defend ourselves. Being from the United States, the right to defend yourself is enshrined in our Constitution through our Second Amendment. It's specifically with the right to bear arms. Our arms can be used offensively and defensively, and we're one of the few countries that recognize that right. And we should be able to protect ourselves, our family, and our property. Granted, our Second Amendment is more geared towards protecting us from a tyrannical government, but also to defend ourselves from stupid people like gangs, other criminals. When we're at our homes or out at the park, I think that it's more almost like an instinct to protect yourself and your family. It's a fight or flight. And the whole idea of banning knives, I think, is just ridiculous.
yeah, and you know, the Second Amendment is there to protect against all threats, both foreign and domestic. And one thing that people fail to realize that can be a threat is your own government. Anytime that a disarmed population has been like, you know, disarmed, the government has like exuded like, you know, tyrannical control over that population. And it's like one of those things that just shouldn't happen. Your government should never have total control over your population.
Well, literally, we saw this in many examples. This is YouTube, and YouTube doesn't like certain words, so we're going to say Yahtzee Sniffler. What would he do when he got the power? He disarmed the population, and that's when he started, you know, rounding up people, getting them on trains, and, you know, turning neighbor against neighbor, and that's the slow decline as soon as you disarm a population, and it just goes to show why, granted, we had the Second Amendment before this, but why we keep that.
Yeah. And it's one of the reasons why nobody would ever really dare invade America. Like,
well, we have the phrase "fuck around and find out," and we have some bad guys from the Middle East that wish us harm, and I don't think they'd actually do anything because we have probably like the most guns per capita in the entire world. And like you said, you know, we keep our Second Amendment to protect us from foreign and domestic danger. In the end, when you start banning things, in this case guns, it's a slippery slope, and they'll just start slowly chipping away at other things. And I don't think if the UK does possibly go through with this, it's just going to get worse for them.
Yeah, like it starts out with guns, it moves to sharp objects, it moves to blunt objects. Next thing you know, like you can't have anything in your house.
Well, the next thing they'll probably take away cars because cars probably take more lives than objects.
Yeah, probably. You know, you'll be walking everywhere, you know. I think at the end of the day, you know, stand up for yourself. Don't let your government do anything like this. And challenge anyone who has this idea that this is a good idea.
Absolutely. Hey, you made it to the end. Want to see more? Hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video. Comment down below. We want to hear what you have to say. We'll get you on the next one.